I get comments every single day from people saying that they will never ever buy a Pro V1. It's overpriced and it's overhyped. Even I give it a bit of a bashing from time to time. The fact remains though, the Titleist Pro V1 is considered the best golf ball in the world. And there are actually 3 different Pro V1s to choose from, all with different performance profiles. But which one is actually best for your game? Well, today, I'm gonna find out. Let's get into it. Let me introduce you to the 3 golf balls that I'm going to be testing today. Starting with the most versatile golf ball of the lot. The Titleist Pro V1 Standard. Now this is Titleist's flagship golf ball, and it's actually their softest golf ball from the 3 that we're testing today, with a compression of 87. When I say it's the most versatile, it has low spin with the driver, but not the lowest. It has high spin with irons, but not the highest. If you're new to premium golf balls, then this is probably the golf ball you'd pick off the shelf first. But the other 2 golf balls do have some tricks up their sleeves as well. Both the Pro V1x and the Pro V1x Left Dash have a firmer feeling compared to the flagship Pro V1. The Pro V1x has a compression rating of 97 and the Left Dash has a compression rating of 102, and they both have higher ball flight than the flagship Pro V1. Where these 2 golf balls differ is in their spin profiles. The Pro V1x is the highest spinning golf ball from this lineup, but the Pro V1x Left Dash is actually the lowest spinning golf ball. Titleist do say that all 3 of these golf balls have loads of spin around the green, but they're gonna say that, aren't they? Anyway, that's how Titleist described these 3 golf balls. A few different options for all sorts of players, but do they actually perform like they say they do? And which one should you put in the bag? If you're new to this channel, first off, welcome. Hit that subscribe button if you're still here at the end of this video. And if you're a returning viewer to the channel, hit that subscribe button now. And secondly, when I test golf balls, I really put them through their paces. For this test, as always, I'm gonna be hitting 4 different golf clubs. The lob wedge, the pitching wedge, the 7-iron, and the driver. I'm gonna be hitting each golf ball with each club 20 times. So this is a huge test today. As always, I'm going to be using club head speed as a controlling factor. That way I'm making sure I'm comparing the actual golf balls, not how I hit them. And after I've done all of that data collecting, I'm going to pick the best 15 strikes for each golf ball with each club and then show you guys the results. The reason I delete some shots from the data is because I'm a bang average golfer. I'm going to hit some bad shots and you guys do not want to see those shots in the data pool. Anyway, this test might take a while, so I better crack on. So, we know what Titleist say about these golf balls, but what do the actual results have to say about it? I'm going to start with the Lob Wedge Results, and like I mentioned earlier, I use club head speed as a controlling factor. And the average club head speed today was 50 miles an hour with the Lob Wedge. Here are all of the results for you. And on first glance, there's not a huge amount to pick between these golf balls. Carry and ball speed are very, very similar. But if we take a closer look, we can see that the spin numbers are a little different. As Titleist suggests, the standard Pro V1 is spinning a little bit less. However, when it comes to ball flight, it's flying a little bit higher. Both the Pro V1x and the Left Dash are flying a little bit lower with more spin, which goes against what Titleist is saying on their website. But to be fair, we're not actually hitting the golf ball that hard just yet. It's hard to know which golf ball is actually going to stop quicker here. Even though the standard Pro V1 has less spin, it has a steeper descent angle. I don't think us average golfers are really going to be able to tell the difference between these 3 golf balls with a lob wedge. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Pro V1 actually rolled out just that little bit more. The biggest difference so far between these golf balls is the feel. Both the Pro V1x and the Left Dash are feeling a lot harder than the Titleist Pro V1. Let's move on to the pitch and wedge results. For the pitch and wedge, the average club head speed was 80 miles an hour. On screen now are all of the results for you. And we're starting to see why Titleist offer 3 different types of Pro V1s. Although the carry numbers aren't wildly different, I think as average golfers out on the golf course, even we would start to notice that the Pro V1x is coming up just that little bit shorter than the other 2 golf balls. Now that's not a bad thing. The Pro V1x is spinning 1,000 more than the standard Pro V1, so it's stopping a lot quicker. If you need control with a wedge and you need it to stop quicker, and you're not that worried about the distance, then the Pro V1x is a great golf ball for you. With that said though, if you want distance and control, the Pro V1x Left Dash is offering both. Long carry, high spin, high ball flight. What's not to love about that? Does that performance continue throughout the bag though? Let's move on to the 7-iron results. For the 7-iron, the average club head speed for the test was 90 miles an hour. Some long-time subscribers of the channel might have noticed that I'm actually swinging the club a little bit faster for this test today. I am trying to hit these golf balls just a little bit harder than I normally would because the compression ratings are so high with the Pro V1x models. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm matching up my swing speed with potential buyers of these golf balls. But anyway, here are the 7-iron results. There is a bit of a theme emerging here. The Left Dash has the highest ball speed with the pitch and wedge and now has the highest ball speed with the 7-iron. This golf ball has a compression rating of 102. So it's a very hard golf ball, which might explain why we're getting so much ball speed from it. But what's impressive here is that they've managed to somehow control the spin. The harder a golf ball is, the more it spins. And the Left Dash is harder than the Pro V1x. But somehow, Titleist have managed to keep the spin lower with the Left Dash. These results so far explain why so many tour pros preferred the Left Dash over any other model. It wasn't actually that long ago that the Left Dash was made available to the general public. This was a secret golf ball for a long time. The only drawback so far is the higher ball flight. I've got a feeling this ball might be hard to control in the wind, but nonetheless, really interesting results so far. Let's finish off with the driver results. For the driver test, the average club head speed was 105 miles an hour. Again, a touch faster than I would normally do these tests at, but we are comparing a couple of hard golf balls here. Here are all of the results for you. And again, we're seeing a similar story. High ball speed for the Left Dash, the lowest spin number from the 3 models, and therefore the longest carry. But again, the only drawback being the height of this ball flight. Some of you might love a high ball flight and actually have the ability to lower that ball flight if you need to. But for most of us, this golf ball probably struggles a lot in the wind, compared to the other balls at least. There isn't a huge amount to pick between the other 2 golf balls though. As expected, slightly more carry with the standard Pro V1 because it's spinning a little bit less than the Pro V1x. As hard as that test was to carry out, I mean, I've hit a lot of golf balls today. I found those results really, really interesting to go through. Let me see if I can summarize these for you. So the question at the start of this video was, which Pro V1 models should you put in the bag? Well, if you hate a hard feeling golf ball, then you have no choice but to go with the Titleist Pro V1. Obviously, there are other golf ball manufacturers out there, but specifically for this video, both the Pro V1x and the Pro V1x Left Dash felt really hard off the club. If you don't like that feeling, then you have to go with the standard Pro V1. With that said though, if you're someone who's trying to reduce spin with a driver or any other sort of club in the bag, then the Pro V1 is the best choice for you. The golf ball I was most surprised about today though was the Pro V1x Left Dash. I've never actually hit that golf ball before. I find it so impressive that Titleist have managed to build such a fast golf ball, a hard golf ball, but still managed to keep the spin numbers within a workable range. It's acting like a low spin golf ball without actually having low spin. Sure, Titleist do say that this golf ball has low spin compared to both the other 2 models, but in reality, it didn't really show that. Don't get me wrong, the carry numbers suggest that it is a low spin golf ball, but with irons and wedges in hand, we're still getting incredible stopping power. If you're a Pro V1x user and you desire more distance, then the Left Dash could be the golf ball for you. The only problem is how high it flies. The Pro V1x, in my opinion, offers the most control, but you are sacrificing distance with that control. So if you're not too worried about how far you're hitting the golf ball and you just want it to stop close to the flag, then the Pro V1x is probably the golf ball for you. This was a fun test. I've never actually tested all 3 golf balls at the same time, and it was really interesting to see the differences in performance. And honestly, I can genuinely see why Titleist offer 3 different types of Pro V1s. There's literally an option for every single golfer with a swing speed of 100 miles an hour or more. Get in the comments, let me know which one of these 3 models would you game after seeing this video. And if you're still here and you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you next week for another video. Thanks for watching, guys.